Hello everybody, it is me, MisterVince, and I hope you all have an amazing day today. And in this video, I'm going to talk about a pretty underrated 1M vehicle inside of Roblox Jailbreak. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. The vehicle I am talking about is none other than the Trailblazer. Yes, the Trailblazer is the vehicle I am talking about. Now why exactly? Well, even though this vehicle has been in the game for almost 2 years at this point, the Trailblazer is not a bad vehicle. It's actually pretty good. For 1 million, this vehicle is actually really fast, and you can see why. I mean, this vehicle can go up to about 200 miles per hour, and while it's not as good as the Jet, you can actually spawn this vehicle, which I think is pretty good. This vehicle is not the fastest, but it is a pretty good vehicle. And as a matter of fact, it is pretty much the first 1M vehicle that is a Doom Buggy type vehicle, which means that it is very good at off-roading just like the monster truck. With this being said though, this vehicle only seats 2 people, 1 driver and 1 passenger. So the Trailblazer itself has been in the game for almost 2 years. It was first introduced in the September 2021's 5 Days of Vehicles update, and it was created by Sharky Cat, who also created the Celsior as part of Season 8. With this being said though, the Trailblazer hasn't really changed since its release aside from material/color changes, but this vehicle is not the worst. It does support spoilers, but this is the only one vehicle to do so. With that being said though, this vehicle does support sirens as well, just like the monster truck, and it does spawn at the 1M store. So the Trailblazer spawns right here, and it didn't spawn because the Trailblazer is already here, but if I go ahead and move that aside, the Trailblazer spawns in between the monster truck and the Volt bike. Now a lot of people love the Volt bike, the drone, and the Black Hulk, but why not give some love to the Trailblazer too? And we got the big boy right here, the monster truck. Well, some people don't like the bounciness of the Trailblazer, and yeah, this is one disadvantage of the Trailblazer. It does have a lot of bouncing problems, and as you can see, yeah, it does kind of bounce all over the place. Now, this can be a benefit for some people, but for the most part, it can be troublesome. This vehicle also supports a total of 6 wheels, which I think is insane. Like, as you can see, there are 6 wheels. 4 are part of the back and 2 are part of the front. And the interior is just magnificent. Like, you can see we got the steering wheel, and yeah, the interior definitely looks really good. It's spot on. It looks like an actual Doom Buggy type interior. And overall, it's actually a pretty good vehicle. I have rarely seen people talk about the Trailblazer, and so I decided to make a video about it. And I'm not gonna lie, this vehicle is just too good. Like, you can see, we also got the rubber ducky rims, and oddly enough, they look kind of funny. So now let's go ahead and try out the Trailblazer, shall we? So if I go ahead and try out the top speed of the Trailblazer, it can go up to about 200 miles per hour plus. And this vehicle is one of the few vehicles that can exceed over 200 miles per hour. And as you can see, it's still kind of going, and it reached 220 miles per hour. This vehicle is slightly faster than the Poseidon, as well as a couple other vehicles like the Banana Car, the Jet, the Volt Bike, the Roadster, and the Proto. With that being said though, this vehicle also does really well in reverse speed. So as you can see, the Trailblazer can actually kind of reach 89 miles per hour, but for the most part, it will probably be 88. So as you can see, it reached about 89, but it's going to be about 88 for the most part. So yeah, it's actually pretty good in reverse speed. And I will give this a 9 out of 10. This vehicle is really good, although it does have some flaws. But overall, this is a good vehicle. The design is still really good, and it's still very relevant for a 1M vehicle. And although this is one of the more underrated vehicles in Jailbreak, I still think the Trailblazer deserves more support and love. Generally, I find this vehicle to be really good
for climbing.
But anyway, that is all I got. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe as well. And I will keep you guys updated via the community posts about recent things and some relevant things, and I might do some polls as well, so you guys can vote on what you want to see. But as always, my name is MisterVince. I hope you all have an amazing day today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.